Good evening. Thank you for joining us for an IACAC Virtual College Exploration. My name is Dina and I'm your facilitator. And in just a minute, I'm going to turn it over to Jody, your presenter. I just wanted to give you a couple of tips for this webinar. First of all, if you have questions, please do put them in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen. You will not have a microphone or camera turned on, but you can put any questions in the Q&A box. Now, if you have, if for some reason you have questions that are not answered during the presentation, Jody will talk with you about how she can follow up on those. So please don't be concerned. Go ahead and type in any questions you have. Also, I want to say that there are more sessions available. If you should, want to go to the schedule, it can be found on the IACAC website at iacac.org. And there will be also a recording of this session available on the site as well. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Jody, and I'll stop sharing my screen here. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Here we go. Hi guys, my name is Jody and I'm the VP of Admissions at Morrison Tech, and I'm here tonight to tell you a little bit about the college, who hires our graduates, the kind of careers our graduates end up in, and then just some basic college information. So as you can see, we are a two-year college. We award an Associate's in Applied Science degree. We offer two majors, two in engineering technology, mechanical and construction, and then the other major is network administration. I'll talk to you about some of the things over there on, I don't know if it'd be your left or your right, but we are a nonprofit college. We have small class sizes and we are in person this fall, which is fabulous. We offer a hands-on education, a true hands-on education. We have a focused curriculum. I'll tell you about that later, and about our stellar 98% career placement with an average salary of $48,000, which is very nice when you're only about 19, 20 years old. I'll go down. The screen will not move. I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Okay, we are located in Morrison, Illinois, small town. What is it, about 2.5 hours from Chicago? Here's what we're going to talk about. Once you guys graduate, you do have some choices after high school, and you need to start thinking about them now. I don't care if you're a sophomore, a junior, or you're a senior. You really need to get a plan before you graduate high school. If you don't have a plan, life is tough enough. So it's going to make it even tougher. Now you have a lot of choices. You can do a community college. You can go a 4-year university / college. You can do apprenticeships, electrician, plumber, military. That's a great option. Academy training, that could be law enforcement, a trade school, cosmetology, HVAC, that type of stuff, or a tech college, which is what we are. Our school, as I told you, has the two majors, and we choose to only have two majors so that we're the best out there. We're specialized in them. We have one of the top tier curriculums around. Now, I told you about engineering technology. There is a difference between an engineer and an engineering technologist. The engineer is theory and math based, while the technologist is the creator, the doer, the hands-on. So all the information that engineer has up here, he hands it to our graduate, who creates it using CAD programs, 3D printing, and they make it come to life. So that's the difference between an engineer and what we offer, an engineering technologist. Okay, we have a construction technology program. As you can see, some of the classes you take are bridge design, architectural design, commercial and residential buildings. You'll learn how to design. You will learn concrete and soils testing. This program is really well-rounded. That concrete and soils testing is a big deal in like the highway department. You may drive over a road, um, and then the concrete you'll see has been poured and cured, but then you'll see them digging it up and breaking up that road. Well, it's because they have to test that concrete to see if it can handle the elements, the traffic. So you learn that. You do some blueprint reading, drafting in CAD, rendering. Rendering is when you design that home, your dream home, you render it to make it lifelike. So if you're going to put it in Arizona in July, if the sun were out, it will drop the shadows in. That's kind of what rendering is. You touch on land surveying. You would end up being a land surveying tech. You do statics, strength of materials, and subdivision layout. Statics and strength of materials are a junior senior level course. That's what you find in our school. We have a very focused curriculum. What that means is we're throwing out that junk you don't need. You don't need art appreciation to be an engineering technologist. You don't need history. So we put junior, senior level classes in, like what you saw there. That's what makes our graduates so valuable and hireable. So you've gone through this program. What can you do? You can go into construction inspection. Like I said, a land surveying tech. You can do state highway departments. A lot of Department of Transportation hire our graduates. Construction management is a big field in consulting and engineering and aerospace. You can see some of the companies that hire our graduates. We've got some graduates doing some pretty great things. We've got them working on the Panama Canal. On the bottom, there's the city rebar. These guys are amazing. They actually helped design and build part of the Twin Tower Memorial. They did the Green Bay Packers Stadium. They added on to that. They worked with the Arizona Cardinals Stadium as well. You also see IMEG on there. IMEG is a big consulting firm for the Quad Cities. It's an Iowa-Illinois border there. They are working on the I-74 bridge. One of our graduates works for them, and they actually helped her get her drone's license. So she'll fly the drone over about every 18 feet to make sure that what they're building is sound. But that's what she has done with her degree. I also have a land surveying tech that works for a company out of Houston. His name is Landon, and he surveys the ocean floor for petroleum companies, which seems like a pretty sweet gig. So the other engineering technology program we have is the CAD and design, the mechanical engineering tech. Again, you can see some classes you guys take, CAD. You do surface modeling, freeform modeling. You do a lot of modeling, simulations, engineering working drawings, kind of the blueprints of the engineering field. You do a lot of 3D printing. You're going to see our innovation center later down here. You use some CNC, laser, water jet. Okay, you've made it through 2 years. What can you do? Any place they're designing or developing things, they need CAD designers. The automotive industry, ag, motorcycle, consulting, aerospace. We have several aerospace firms that hire our graduates. Robotics. You can see up here we have John Deere, big company. And actually, one of the graduates that started at our school and she transferred on to Bradley University is in charge of the largest John Deere plant in Moline, Illinois. It's pretty amazing. A little side note there. At our school, you can go 2 years and get a career, but you can also choose to go on and get a bachelor's degree if that's what you would like to do. We transfer to a lot of state schools in Illinois. We've transferred students down into Houston and Nebraska. So we have transferred students every place. And we're very small. So if there's a place you'd like to transfer to, you can pick the phone up, give them a call, and usually we can get most of your credits to go in. But ideally, we're set up 2 years to get you a career. Orbital ATK, they design rockets. Collins Aerospace, obviously they work with the Air Force. Sandia is a national lab in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We don't know what they do in Sandia. It's kind of cliche, but it's highly classified. I will tell you the FBI come in and interview us about our graduates that they've hired, and it's a little scary. Some of our other graduates have done some really great things. We have a gentleman who worked on a team that invented a toggle switch for an F-16. When that jet flew inverted, the instruments did not turn and lock in place. So you flip the toggle switch, the instruments turn so you can read them right side up. And actually, he went on to work for some NASCAR drivers out in the Carolinas. Okay, our third program is network administration. This one is crazy hands-on. You guys are ripping apart laptops, PCs, tablets, and then you're going to rebuild them. As it says here, we're going to introduce you to the hardware. You do software installation. You learn about, IT ethics, security systems. It's a pretty big deal. You kind of work on thinking like that hacker to stop that hacker. You'll have a lot of certifications in this program, the A+ certification, Microsoft, and we help you get more certifications. The thing is, we don't teach you to pass each certification. We teach you a very broad spectrum of all of this because really in most of our courses, we throw out the books. You don't really need the books because there's never going to be a time you walk into work and you're like, oh yeah, page 23 is going to tell me what to do. You need to learn to think on your feet. And that's what all three programs teach you. Now, you've gone through your 2 years. Where can you go? Any place there's computers, they need you. The communications company, education, healthcare, financial institutions, manufacturing, we got some spelling errors. So we have some pretty cool success stories. We have a young lady who came up to the college, had no experience at all, graduated, went to work for Decatur Memorial Hospital. Probably 6 months in, they asked her to apply for the IT director, and she got it. And in one day, she got a $14,000 raise. She's gone on to work in part of the app development part, and this little girl is like 26, and she's about $80,000. Not a bad deal. We have them working at the school districts in Morrison, where we're located at. Many of our graduates are over there working in the IT department. We have a young lady that works for Purina. She actually got hired on a staffing company, which is very typical nowadays. And she just got her job offer. She's been out 1 year and her beginning salary was $52,000. Not a bad deal. All right, dorm rooms. We do have dorms. They're apartment style dorms. You guys have a large bedroom. You have 2 large bedrooms and a living area, a kitchenette. So you guys have to cook for yourself. Nobody's died, nobody's starved, you do fine. You have a private bathroom, which is pretty cool. I don't know how many colleges you guys may have toured, but a lot of them still have that bathroom down the hall where you have to go shower and everything else with everybody on your floor. It's pretty nice to have your own bathroom. And our dorms are air conditioned, which if you have searched a lot of colleges, they do not have air conditioning. And here in the Midwest, in August, it gets pretty hot. So it's nice to be able to control your own air conditioner in your dorm room. Now, tuition and housing. This is usually what everybody's thinking about. What's the cost? We are $16,000 for the year. We have some classroom activity fees. You'll throw in parking passes, that type of stuff. That's $1,400. So our total is $17,400. Now, add housing onto that, and the housing is $3,900 per year. So you got $21,300 coming here. Now, our average salary is $48,000. So return on investment, you're going to spend $42,000 or $42,600, and the average salary is $48,000 coming out. That's a really good return on your investment. I don't know many places where your average salary coming out is going to be more than what you actually paid for your 2 or 4 years. So it's a solid investment. Now, if you guys are seniors, I know you've just heard about FAFSA. That's all we've said to you. It did open October 1st, and I have our code down there. but it's pretty important to get on and do that FAFSA right away. Some states have grants that they give to their students, and those grants can run out. So if you're going to just be a slacker and not do this till December, you may have kissed some free money goodbye. So it's a pretty big deal to get on there and get it done. It's not hard to do. If I can do it for my kids, you guys can do it. And scholarships. I would hope you guys have heard scholarship as well. Our college has 4 scholarships we hand out. We have an academic scholarship that is about your overall GPA in high school. We have a performance scholarship. This is pretty unique. We take overall GPA that is not as high as the academic one, but we take these classes that relate to your major. And if you have the 3.5 GPA in those classes, it doesn't kind of matter your overall, you receive the scholarship. Why we do that is because the majority of our students learn best hands-on. They may not be the reader, they may not do the whole math, those aren't their things, but if you put them in a class where they work hands-on or designing, you rock it out. So that's why we have the performance scholarship. We also have a family scholarship. If any member of your family, aunt, uncle, mom, dad, grandpa, if they attended, you will receive the family scholarship. Then we have something called a counselor's choice scholarship. Every high school, we will receive a $1,000 counselor scholarship, and the counselor can decide who she or he would like to award it to. All you have to do is walk in there and ask the counselor for it, and they just fill a form out and send it back to us. It's as easy as that. Now, scholarships. I hope you guys are out there looking at scholarships. I know if you go to your counselor's website, they will have a lot of scholarships listed. And just take the time. Take the time to fill them out or to write that essay. If you need to write one essay about the field you're interested in, that typically can work for many scholarships. So I know none of you like to write, but just take a day and write these essays and send them in, because even $500 is going to help out. $500 may seem very little to you, but $500 sometimes can buy 1 or 2 textbooks. So get out there and start researching scholarships. I don't care, sophomore, junior, senior, just get out there and start applying. Now, the pretty cool thing about our school is we have something called the Innovation Center. It's the best I've seen out there in Northern Illinois. It has an additive manufacturing lab, which is basically the 3D printer lab. I believe we're sitting at like 6 or 7 traditional 3D printers, and then we have 3 SLA printers. That is a liquid form where it builds from the bottom up. So you're dropping the platform into this liquid, and there's lasers that are cutting the 3D printers or the 3D prints out as you bring them up. Gillette Razor actually uses the personalizer razors, the exact same printers we have. And within a couple weeks, we are going to have a SOA printer that has one of the largest footprints around, and we will be one of the first in the United States to have that. We have a really great relationship with Form Labs, who's producing this. Now, we also have what we're going to call an industrial side of the Innovation Center. You'll find CNC equipment, a lathe, laser CNC, a mill. We just got a water jet. You can do a little welding over there. You can do some forging. You got forged and fire. You can do some of those things. But this is a building for everybody. This is an addition to your classroom. So that's what also sets us apart, is that you have this extra addition that most colleges don't offer. You have ideas in your head that you want to bring to life. You partner with an instructor, and we can get that developed, and it can I can't talk today. You can become have a physical piece with you. So this is just a really cool building, And we are going to knock it out another 8,000 square feet in the next couple years and add even more equipment. All right, things to do. We're a small campus, but there are things to do. There's things to do at every college. You got to get out of your dorm room to meet people. We have a rec and fitness center that's called the Barn. Originally, it was the Barn, so unique name, but it's called the Barn. It's got ping pong, foosball, darts, obviously out there in a basketball court. We do a lot of, we don't have sports, but we do a lot of park league sports like kickball, volleyball. We have a sand volleyball court out back. We'll have dodgeball going on. So there's always something that you guys can do, but you got to get out of your room. Now, here's the best slide out there. You guys are going to college to get a career. You're going to have fun, but you're going to get that career. Here are some of our employers. We currently do have 3 jobs for every graduate. It's amazing that we have placed all of our graduates, especially with what's going on in the United States now. We have a 97, sometimes 98% career placement. Average salary is $48,000. You're 20 years old typically. That's a huge salary to start with. And the lifetime career promise doesn't mean much to you guys at this point, but once you move on, you know, there may be a company you work for that shuts down. You come back to the school and we're going to help you find a job. We have graduates that go on to get their bachelor's degree and they come back and we help them find jobs. You're always going to be a part of our family. Now you can see, I told you about Sandia National Labs, Orbital ATK. They make the rockets. We did a little John Deere. Sargent & Lundy is a global civil firm based out of Chicago. Somebody should jump on their website. They do amazing things. Morton Buildings, I don't know if you've heard of wall clippers. They're just kind of next door with us, and we help prototype them. Hanson is also a large civil engineering firm that is global. Now, I'm going to recap what we just talked about. We have the 2 majors, engineering technology, mechanical and construction, and network administration, the computer aspect. It is a hands-on education. You will hear that term hands-on thrown around loosely, but ours is definitely a hands-on education. You take, you know, English and math because you're getting an associate's degree. But most of the time you're designing, building, destroying some things. We do have small class sizes. We're a small college. Your gen eds may have 20 in a class, but typically you're about 14 or less in a class, which this has allowed us to go and have in-person classes this semester. It is only 2 years to a career. You guys are in and out in 2 years. You do not have to decide what classes you want to take or any prerequisites. We have it laid out for you. So once you walk in there, go to class, you do your work, you're going to graduate in the 2 years. We have experienced instructors. This is also unique for like tech and trade schools. The majority of our instructors have been out there and worked in the field. So they're bringing you back real life experience. Some of them still do work in the field, so it's very current what you are learning. The condensed curriculum. I told you about that earlier. We throw out art, we throw out history. You don't need it. So we do put the junior, senior level classes in. So once you graduate, you know, you are ready to go. Our apartment style housing, it's pretty cool. It's pretty unique. 2 to 3 people per room. It's a huge apartment style dorm room and plenty of room and privacy for everybody. Accredited. We are ABET accredited. It's the Accreditation Board of Engineering Technology. We are the only 2-year school in Illinois and Iowa to have this accreditation. It is very hard to achieve. Make sure that our programs are up to date and on par. The big dogs have this. University of Illinois, Milwaukee School of Engineering, Bradley, Northwestern, they all have that ABET accreditation, and our little 2-year school has it as well. And transfer opportunities, which is unique too for a tech school. You guys can transfer, like I told you, to most of the state schools in Illinois. We have out-of-state transfers. And again, if there's a place you would like to transfer, we're small. We get on the phone with them and work through your transfer credits. Because, I mean, that's what we're really all about. You become our family once you walk on campus. You may like it, you may not like it, but we are going to make sure that you are successful. And I've left this off. We only have a 4-day school week, Monday through Thursday. It's a 3-day weekend every day for you guys. Now, if you guys have questions, up here I have our information. Myself, Jody Aker, I have my phone number on there and email. And then I have another rep, Abe Driscoll, the senior admissions rep. He's always there to answer questions. We encourage you to use our cell phones, to text us anytime. We get back to you very quickly. And then visit. I encourage all of you to visit as many colleges as you can. You need to give yourself some choices. Now, we are holding in-person private visits. So visits are held Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and then Sunday, 1 to 5. You can RSVP on our website there. We would love to have you on campus to show you around and show off our Innovation Center. You also can check us out on YouTube. It's under Morrison Institute of Technology. We've got some great videos there. Got a video of Shelby and her drone with the I-74 bridge. And it's got some other classes that kind of shows what's going on up at the college. We are enrolling for spring. We're going to be in person in the spring. And we're taking, obviously, applications for next fall. Now, we have always been a college that does not base entrance on your overall GPA or ACT, SAT. We truly feel that those are not the best depiction of how successful you can be. Those, you usually have great ACTs and SATs because you're a book learner. And like I said, our students are more hands-on. So taking tests may not be their thing. So we just want to make sure that you're passionate about the program when you enroll. So that's all I have. I want to thank you guys for joining me this evening, and good luck on your college search.
Thank you, Jody. If you, yeah, let me go ahead and share my screen. Thank you. You're right on the money there.
I'm pretty.
So just a last couple of housekeeping items. After you close this window, a quick survey will come up. It's only 4 questions. We'd really appreciate your feedback. So if you take a few seconds to do that. And also, as I said in the beginning, there are more sessions available. So feel free to check out the website, IACAC.org. And once again, this session is recorded and will be posted there within a couple of days. So unless we had anything else, Jody, are we good to go? Or
I'm good to go. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Jody. You have a great evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.